It all begins with a childhood accident that left Brendan Rodgers forever left-footed. From there, he climbed his way to the helm of one of football's toughest clubs. We're about to dive into the incredible journey of Celtic's manager, exploring those key moments and philosophies that truly define who he is, revealing the man behind the manager.
So how does a manager's story actually begin? For Brendan Rodgers, it was with a broken leg, a pram, and an unyielding passion for the beautiful game. Imagine that.
I have a photograph when I was young where I was only maybe about 2 or something, where I broke my leg. It's actually how I became left-footed. Wow. Because I used to kick the ball with my right foot, and then my brother pushed me out of the pram and I broke my leg. But whilst it was in plaster of Paris, they said I always wanted the football.
So you had to learn to do it.
I would then start to kick with my left foot, and then when I got the plaster of Paris off, I was all left-footed. And then very lucky to then have spent my life in football. So as long as I've known it, it's always been a part of my life.
When his playing days came to an abrupt halt, Rodgers embarked on a quest, seeking wisdom from Europe's top footballing minds. And from Jose Mourinho at Chelsea, he received a pivotal piece of advice, one that would shape his future.
And I remember actually going to Jose on it, and he said, listen, when you're at the biggest clubs and the top clubs, you will have at least 12 names linked with your job. And he says it will be the same with me as a manager. Don't worry, work well, work hard, and it will be okay.
That must have been an incredible learning ground and taught you so many things that you probably still use today.
Yeah, I think the opportunity to work with world-class players, we had some brilliant youth players there, and then I had the chance then to move closer with the first team. At that time, John and Frank and Ashley Cole and all these guys, Club Makalele, just to be around that, to see how they live their life every day, see how they train, how they operate, it set the bar for me, because everything they wanted to do was world class.
In the life of a manager, some matches just mean more. For Brendan Rodgers, there's one in particular, the nail-biting championship playoff final. Reflecting on it, he believes it's the very match that launched him to the pinnacle of his career.
I think the game that always stands out because it was a game that really propelled me was the playoff final. Swansea versus Reading. I was obviously against my old club, but taking Swansea into the Premier League as the first Welsh club to arrive in there, and knowing how much it meant to people at that time.
It's the best game in football to win, isn't it? I think in terms of it's the worst game to lose, the best game to win, isn't it?
Well, yeah, 100%. I think that to go up out of the championship, if you knew that
you do it by the
winning
it
by the playoffs, you would take it over even winning the league, because the whole drama around it and the whole Wembley day, and that was special. And as I said,
Now, managing Celtic, well, it brings its own kind of pressure, even compared to Liverpool. Brendan Rodgers talks about the relentless demand, not just to win, but to do so with flair. And there's one career milestone that remains just out of reach. He's chasing it still.
It's a real unique pressure. In terms of pressure, Celtic is right up there with the most pressurised jobs in football. Even when I was manager at Liverpool, you might have drawn with Manchester United, and okay, you wanted to win, but it wouldn't maybe sometimes have been the worst result. With Celtic, it's the expectation to win every single game, and not just win the game, but to do it in a style that is synonymous with the club, because the club was the first British team to win what would be the Champions League, the European Cup. And they did so in a style And that set the DNA for this club. So it's not just about winning. And people will tell you, and coaches and managers will say, it's only about winning. But at Celtic, it really is more than that.
From a young boy, ever bonded to his ball, to a man on the brink of 1,000 games, Brendan Rodgers' journey is nothing short of remarkable. It's a career that embodies resilience, continuous learning, and an undying love for the sport.